Yo, I am back in Colombia, back in Medellin. I'll try to show more clips of Colombia like that in future videos. It's been trippy to wake up and be like, where am I? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm in Colombia. It's a really cool feeling to wake up in a foreign country, and especially knowing I'm not here just as a tourist, but I'm here to live here more long term. Because I'm living in Colombia now, and before I lived in Thailand back in 2018, some people have told me, well, like you're really adventurous. But yes, of course, I'm here for the culture and to exploring a new place and people. But a really large reason I'm living in these places outside of the States is for utility. Just because I work online, the cost of living is so much better. My dating life is better outside of America. I might make a video on that in the future. Colombian women are beautiful. I feel like just my life is just better when I'm outside of the States. Traveling is actually often quite stressful for me, especially that beginning phase of getting adjusted to a new place. I think I do have like a tiny bit of autism, and just being in a new environment, it's just very like overstimulating and stressful figuring out all these small details, especially when I don't know the language. And there is some crime here in Latin America and Colombia, so I have to be on guard, and it is finding new places to eat, where's the gym, SIM card, and where should I walk around. It is kind of just overwhelming for me, but I'm really loving it being here. Anyways, the point I want to make with you, which I think is an insidious thing social media, technology, and porn all tap into, is this. I think humans have a natural need to explore and pioneer. Think about one example could be the Europeans in, I don't know, the 1700s. And, they were given this option, hey, you could take a boat to America. Who knows what might happen? You might get in a sea crash, you might starve, you might get diseases. Who knows what's over there in America? But there's a possibility for a new and better world over there. And, some people chose to stay in Europe, and some people chose to take that risk. I think there's this natural part of human nature that wants to explore and be pioneers. And what social media does, technology, porn, is it insidiously taps into that desire to explore. Instead of exploring the real world and new things and new inventions and businesses and relationships and new things to try, instead people are exploring their Instagram feeds. Instead of being Lewis and Clark, they're swiping. Swiping is the new way to explore. I feel like technology, especially social media and porn, it's the seeking. It taps into this desire to be an explorer. But instead of exploring the real world, we're exploring our screens. We're exploring all this superficial nonsense, swiping on Twitter or social media. And I think porn is largely the same thing. I know for me, back when I was a porn addict, sometimes it was less about the porn, but more about like finding a hot scene, and then I'd like find it and I wouldn't even like care, and I'd want to find like a new scene. It was almost more about this like seeking and exploring behavior. There's lots of reasons why someone would turn to porn, or these behaviors, stress, loneliness, but I haven't seen many people talk about this more explore tenacity. And being here in Colombia, when I was in Thailand, traveling really I think it's really good for the brain. It creates new neural circuits, and makes you think in new and creative ways. And just being outside of your comfort zone in any way is almost like a human need, to constantly challenge and try new things. And it doesn't have to be traveling. That's just what I'm currently doing. But anything that you're doing new and challenging and expanding your horizons or getting out of your comfort zone is like a human need. So stop scrolling, stop exploring, being a pioneer on your screen. And get more out into the real world, more out of your comfort zone, and explore life. Thanks for liking, thanks for commenting. By the way, I made a great video on traveling like 7 years ago. If you haven't seen it, I'll post it on the outro screen and description. Make sure to check it out. A huge thank you to my Patreons. Have a great day.